Hello everyone, my name is Kodamore and welcome back to the LibGDX Game Dev Guide. So to create a LibGDX project, you're going to have to go to the LibGDX website, which is hosted by Bad Logic Games, and you're going to want to go to the Download tab and download the Gradle-based Setup Application. That's going to download this GDX setup.jar, and you can simply double-click that and it'll open up the LibGDX project setup guide. Here's where you provide all the information to create a new LibGDX project. You can name your project anything you like. I'm going to name mine Zentaris. I think that's a cool name for a game. And you're going to have to give your game a main package. This is just a normal Java package. So we'll do dev, which stands for development.codeandmore.zentaris. That's how I'll organize all my code into that package. Next is the game class. This is the main Java class that LibGDX is going to start your game in. I'm going to name this main game. Next, you have to choose an empty folder on your computer to generate your LibGDX project. I have this folder called LibGDX Guide on my computer, and I'm just going to put this project into a new folder called Zentaris. You can just browse to any empty folder on your computer. Next, we're going to jump down to sub-projects. These are all the LibGDX projects that you want to generate. Basically, LibGDX creates a separate project per platform that you're going to be releasing your game on. So we're going to want to check the desktop project so we can run our game on our computers while we're developing it. And if you wanted to generate an Android app, you can generate the Android project, iOS project for Apple applications, and an HTML project to run your game in the web browser. I'm going to uncheck the iOS project because I don't have the ability to make one of those. You can uncheck the Android project as well. We really just need the desktop and HTML projects. Now, if you will be generating the Android project, you're going to have to point this path right here, the Android Sdk path, to your Android SDK. I'm not going to explain that because we're not focused on making an Android app in this particular series. So if you don't have that or don't know how to do this, you can either look up a guide on how to, or simply don't generate the Android project, and you won't need that. Next is the extensions. Uncheck Box 2D, we're not going to be using that. And we are going to need two of these extensions. We're going to need the Tools extension. This extension doesn't actually give us anything extra to make a game, but instead it gives us development tools to help us pack our textures properly and all of that. And we're also going to need the Ashley extension. Ashley is an entity component system library that allows us to create custom components and systems. All of that we'll get into. And with that, we can simply go ahead and generate our project. Eventually this log down here will let you know that the project creation is complete. There we go. It says build successful. And we can close the project setup guide. You'll notice in whatever empty folder you decided to create your game in my case Zentaris, we're going to have a bunch of different files and folders here, and this is our LibGDX project. Now, if you're going to be using the IntelliJ IDE like I will in this series, go ahead on to episode 2.2. If you're going to be using Eclipse, skip to episode 2.3 to get your project set up there. I'll see you all then.